All right, this week I wanted to introduce you to a tool that you can use to help you with assignment number 5, the Fisher, Ohio deed that you're going to write the legal description for and bring it up to standards per Ohio Administrative Code 4733-37-06. So you are going to use that as the information that you need to have included in this deed when you rewrite it. Now when you pull up the deed, it's got information on here and it's all in words, and it doesn't show you what the deed is going to look like or what the property looks like. In CET 251 and 252 we spent some time doing graphical abstracts, so you're reading the deed, you're figuring out what it's going to look like on paper, what the shape of it is. And that's really going to help you when you are trying to write a new legal description for the property. Well, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and use the GIS system that exists to help us do this. And what we can do is we can open up a new tab and we can go to Hamilton County GIS, and you can just type that in. It'll give you a number of links and you can get onto the website, scroll down to CaGIS Online. When you get into CaGIS Online, what you're going to have is a map of the area. We want to go ahead and turn on property lines so that we can see all the different properties that are located in the CaGIS system. And we're going to search by address. There's a lot of different ways that you can search and some tips that you have to put information in. To find the address, you'll notice that that's at the top of the deed. And so 1522 Barvac Avenue is what we're going to put in. You don't want to put in Avenue, just put in Barvac. And it will find it for you. Once you get to the property, you'll notice that the property lines are showing in red a little bit better. You have the ability to email the map to yourself. You also have the ability to get the property information, which is what we want to do. That's going to allow us to zoom in and to make sure that we're looking at the correct property. So while we're here, we see what the property can look like. I want you to notice that it looks like we have an encroachment. Don't trust the GIS on this. A survey is what you want to do. The GIS is just a graphical representation. It is not necessarily accurate as far as survey quality. You'll notice that the direction for Barvac Avenue is given here in the GIS system. That's what we're going to use for our description. So this is how you can go in and you can see the properties. If the property has a survey with it, instead of having a box around it, if we go down here we can find a property that has one, and the way you would know is there's going to be an ellipse around the number. And so this one, the boundary survey, we could get that information and we could look at the boundary survey. So ours in particular does not have a boundary survey, but I wanted to show you how to get the plat. So if you go to Hamilton County Recorder and you go to their site, it's going to have an option to click here to search for documents. Once you get on here, we're going to go individual names, and I had already put it in here, so our conveyee, that's the person that owns it now, Michael Fisher. We can do a search, and he didn't have a middle initial, so we know, or we hope, it's this first one here. View selected, and then the deed that we have, view image, and you can double check that you're looking at the correct property, which we are looking at the correct property for this particular parcel. So if there is a plat associated with it, the other one that we were looking at, we can go to document search and you can go down to plat book page and number, and the 42387 is what is showing right here. And so when you put that in, search, and then you can view image and you can see the survey for that. Anytime you've got an opportunity to look at a survey, you want to make sure that you do that, and you can download it and print that out. So that is a quick introduction on using CaGIS and getting into the system. So because I don't use CaGIS all the time, I would like you guys to share with each other tips that you have, because I know some people do work in Hamilton County. And if you work in other counties in Ohio and you're aware that they have their information online, if you want to make a post about that as well, that would be great. So you're going to click on this button here in the lower right corner, and that's going to put your name automatically at the top, and then the title that you're going to put in here. So if I'm writing about CaGIS, and then whatever comment I'm going to put in there, I can put that here. And then you've got ways to upload, share links, put pictures, and then there's all kinds of different ways to post information so that we can help each other on creating these links. So once you've got that in there, if you guys can share information again so that we can all learn and get better at using the CaGIS system and be aware of what's available in Ohio. Thank you.